Volunteers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Volunteers will put toe to leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Auburn's offense will take the first swing of the game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on 3rd down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame you can really utilize.
Auburn lines up quickly. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Now on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Auburn sends out the punting unit. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will go to work for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Fires the pass, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. At the 30. Inside the 10. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick 6.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job. Not only creating the interception, but doing something after. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
They are so close to a score they can... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. North Carolina over overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Chapel Hill, these Tar Heels got to be thrilled with this result. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man by himself. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The ball's moving quickly to the line. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the left. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
He leaves it with his back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shoop Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. Working on the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now, you might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
It's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Brown wants to pass. Got his man on the outside. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Vols want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Brown will throw it. Using the quick game. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
I like the call. You're so close to midfield. If you don't get it, it's not the end of the world.
Do you like that they kept it on the ground and not just because it was successful?
Yeah, I think a lot of coaches tend to overthink it, and I just think you keep it on the ground, keep it simple, something you've been running since day one, and you know in short yardage situations you do really well.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throw.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Open space at the 25. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vols.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northern Illinois. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Line getting set on second down. The give to the left side. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Auburn! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense set on first down. He'll pull it on the read. Can't get him to the ground. Hard-hitting tackle. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. He'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back gets the give. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Looking to throw on second down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too...
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They go right back to it. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Now, 4th down.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down.
I like the confidence confidence to the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Brown wants to pass. He finds his man. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. Tackled after picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Crosses to 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field? You got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Brown will throw it. Got his man quickly. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. Then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
And the Tigers line it up with a 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
Took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. To the air on first down. Got it on the outside, it's Webb. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that all the time, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Oh, he missed it. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Zings it complete to the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking to go up top on first down. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Volunteers. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back now.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Second down.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They'll go right back to it. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Really nice job by the running back setting up that angle route. He's making it look like he's running to the flat, and then he puts his foot in the ground, cuts back across the defender's face, and makes himself an easy target for the quarterback.
He's open on the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The play action fake. A strike downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tennessee! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Virginia Tech. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads can call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
The plays, you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Brown wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw it again. Got it behind the line. It's Bond. He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Trying to show their strength with the run on fourth down. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. There was never a doubt about going for it there. If you don't go for it, you send the message to your team you don't believe that.
I mean, that close, literally you're talking about falling forward. I can't fall forward and get inches. Man, I'm taking my chances with that.
Pulls it in. It's Simmons. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick strike complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
They'll try to run for it. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
And you just wonder, when is it going to happen for this true freshman? We know he's got so much talent and ability. The coaching staff was so excited about him coming into this season. He hasn't been able to score quite yet this year, but this is the time. This is an opportunity for him to break the seal.
Caught in the backfield. It's Thompson. Touchdown, Tigers! What a grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Unleashes it. Got his man. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Quickly complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Tripped up for the tackle. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Gets it out quickly. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown ball!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Number 98, set to kick it off.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming at him.
And the ball slipped out. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They're going to test the right side with this one. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. Auburn sends out the punting unit.
Number 19, on to kick it away.
Fair catch called for and made. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He'll start this drive firing. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me?
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking for a man, it's Iamaleava. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass play.
And the Vols will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make the play.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
No mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
Auburn going to work with another first down. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A 3rd and long coming up here. Brown wants to pass. Working the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Give to the back.
Game 2. 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Auburn.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Line gets set, first down. Now on the counter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense gets set for second down. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Release to the back. Complete. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line is...
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you've got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dialing up a second down pass play. He'll take the deep shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Wake Forest rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Winston-Salem. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Volunteers want to crank their tempo. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense getting set for 1st down. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the tight end. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They get to the line quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense time.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Touchdown, Volunteers! They move on top here in the 4th. Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And with that extra point, they're up by 3, meaning a field goal just ties it. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. So the defense will try to stop the deep pass here with under 2 minutes to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. caught. It's Thompson. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
This one's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Brown will throw it. He's going up top here late in the game. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Looking downfield. It's caught downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making a catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Auburn! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
You got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. The offense will use the timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when the body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, obviously here in the fourth quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. We're expecting them to throw it here on third.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Down 4 late. They have to convert on fourth down to keep hope alive. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is